Margaery Tyrell could be the most overlooked character in Game of Thrones. It's really sad that she dies so soon in the show because out of all the characters I've talked about on my channel, she has the most to teach about how to act in real life. Number 1. Build rapport. Margaery Tyrell, a character in Game of Thrones, is adept at building rapport, a skill crucial to her survival and influence in the treacherous world of Westeros. Her method hinges on her ability to connect with people on a personal level, making them feel valued and understood. This is evident in her interactions with various characters including King Joffrey, Sansa Stark, and the people of King's Landing. One key aspect of Margaery's approach is her genuine seeming empathy and attentiveness. When she speaks to someone, she gives her full attention, listening intently and responding thoughtfully. This makes her interlocutors feel heard and appreciated. For example, with Sansa Stark, Margaery shows a sincere interest in her well-being and concerns. By doing so, she gains Sansa's trust and loyalty, which is significant in a court where allies are hard to come by. Margaery also excels at finding common ground with others. She often aligns herself with their interests and values, creating a sense of shared purpose. Her charity work in King's Landing is a prime example. By distributing food and clothing to the poor, she not only gains their favor but also demonstrates that she understands their struggles and is committed to alleviating their suffering. This philanthropic approach contrasts sharply with the ruling Lannisters' general disdain for the common folk, making Margaery appear as a beacon of hope and kindness. Furthermore, Margaery employs strategic flattery to reinforce positive perceptions of her character. She frequently compliments others not in a shallow or insincere manner, but in a way that highlights her strengths and virtues. For instance, she praises Joffrey for his consideration, even in trivial matters. This not only boosts Joffrey's ego, but also subtly positions Margaery as someone who recognizes and appreciates his power, thereby securing his favor. Another crucial element of her rapport building technique is her adaptability. Margaery is highly perceptive and can quickly adjust her behavior and tactics to suit different personalities and situations. Whether dealing with a volatile Joffrey, the wary Sansa, or the cunning Cersei, Margaery tailors her interactions to align with their expectations and moods, ensuring she remains in their good graces. Margaery's ability to build rapport lies in her skillful combination of empathy, strategic flattery, common ground, and adaptability. These traits allow her to forge strong connections with those around her, making her a formidable player in the Game of Thrones. By making others feel valued and understood, she creates a network of alliances to bolster her position and protect her interests in the perilous environment of Westeros. Number 2. Learn as much as you can about the person to truly empathize. Margaery demonstrates her ability to truly empathize with others by learning about them and their circumstances. This allows her to understand their perspective and connect with them on a deeper level, often using this understanding to her advantage. One notable example of Margaery's empathetic approach is her relationship with Sansa Stark. Margaery takes the time to learn about Sansa's experiences and feelings, recognizing the loneliness and vulnerability Sansa feels as a captive in King's Landing. Margaery uses this knowledge to offer Sansa companionship and support, making Sansa feel understood and valued in a place where she is otherwise isolated. Margaery also shows empathy towards the people of King's Landing, particularly the poor and disadvantaged. She involves herself in charitable work such as visiting orphanages and distributing food, demonstrating her understanding of their struggles and her desire to help alleviate their suffering. This genuine concern for the well-being of others earns her the admiration and loyalty of the common people, enhancing her political influence. Additionally, Margaery's empathy is evident in her interactions with her husband, King Joffrey Baratheon. Despite Joffrey's cruel and unpredictable nature, Margaery attempts to understand his motivations and fears, seeking to manage his behavior by appealing to his desires and insecurities. She adapts her approach to suit Joffrey's temperament, showing a keen understanding of his character and how to manipulate it to her advantage. Number 3. Lead him. Margaery Tyrell demonstrates her ability to lead others by subtly influencing their decisions and actions to achieve her goals. She uses a combination of charm, manipulation, and strategic thinking to exert her influence, often positioning herself as a trusted advisor or ally to those in power. One example of Margaery's leadership is her relationship with King Joffrey Baratheon. Despite Joffrey's volatile and cruel nature, Margaery is able to influence him by appealing to his desires and insecurities. She flatters him, plays to his ego, and offers him companionship, all while subtly guiding his decisions towards outcomes that benefit her and House Tyrell. Through her actions, Margaery positions herself as a stabilizing force in Joffrey's life, earning his trust and loyalty. Margaery also demonstrates her leadership abilities in her interactions with the people of King's Landing. She engages with them directly, listening to their concerns and offering solutions that benefit both them and herself. By aligning herself with the interests of the common people, Margaery gains their support and loyalty, further solidifying her position of influence in the city. Additionally, Margaery shows her leadership skills in her dealings with other powerful figures such as Cersei Lannister. Despite Cersei's distrust and hostility towards her, Margaery is able to navigate the relationship with grace and cunning, often outmaneuvering Cersei to achieve her objectives. She does this by remaining calm under pressure, thinking several steps ahead, and using Cersei's own weaknesses against her. Overall, Margaery's ability to lead others is a key factor in her success in Game of Thrones. By understanding the motivations and weakness of those around her, she is able to manipulate situations to her advantage, gaining allies and outmaneuvering her enemies in a deadly Game of Thrones. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel for tips on being more charismatic and confident. Click the button and the notification bell to stay updated. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.